So now that we've learned what not to do when we paint, let's talk about the right way to paint. For today, we're going to be painting some lines, and everyone at your table has a dish with water on one side, a sponge in the other, and you have a brush that looks something like this. Now, our brush is made up of bristles at the end. The bracket, that's the metal part that holds the bristle to the handle, which is the wooden part. And when you paint, this is what we're going to be using today, is a black paint cake. Now the paint cake is really cool because it's dry until we add water to it. So the first thing we have to do today is add some water. So we are going to dip our brush and drip it on the paint. Dip and drip, dip and drip, and that's going to start activating our paint. So now that it's activated, we do have to swish it around to get a nice good paint color on our brush. Okay, that looks pretty good, so I'm going to set that aside. And to paint, you can hold your paint up close like you would a pencil. You can move your hand a little further up on the brush so you have more freedom. It is really up to you what feels the best. But one thing you do have to do is be careful about how you put the brush onto the paper. So I always think of it as a ballerina. My brush is a little ballerina, and she dances on her tippy toes. These are her tippy toes right here. So she dances across the paper on her toes. She does not scoot around on her booty. So let me show you. Let's see, the first line I'm going to draw is a zigzag, or I'm going to paint a zigzag. So I dance from one side of the page to the next on my tippy toes of my brush. And then if I start to run out of paint, I simply dip, tap, and I get a little more paint onto my brush. Now let's look at what not to do when we paint. So this time, I'm going to push a little too hard and I'm going to scoot her on her booty. So let's check it out. This is tippy toe. A booty scooting ballerina looks like this. And nobody wants to go to the booty scooting ballet. So instead, remember, little water and brush on your paint color. Tippy toe for your ballerina and make your paint lines. Now we're going to be painting as a class today. That means that I will tell you which of the lines that we're going to make as we paint. So I might say paint a dashed line, and you would tiptoe across your page and make a dashed line. I might say a little more water, a little more paint, and here we go onto my tippy toes again. I might say make a wavy line, and you would paint a wavy line all the way from one side to the other. And we're going to do that till we fill up the whole page today. Now the next time you come to art class, you're going to get a chance to paint in a bunch of colors. All right, when you are totally done today, you're going to take that brush. You're going to really push the brush down to the bottom of the water and swish it around. I always make sure my brush touches the bottom of the bowl. That way all that black comes out of there. And once you've swished it and you're sure it's clean, make an X on the sponge. So wipe, wipe. If there's still black or color on the sponge, you do it again. You swish carefully, pushing on the bottom, wipe, wipe, and now your brush is clean. Okay guys, let's get to painting.